What's happening? I'm late. You've reached Everybody Loves JuJu. I'm your host, JuJu. What's going on, my people? What's going on? Oh, you know how it is. You know, it's women's empowerment for me. I wanted to take care of some medical wellness appointments that I think we all should take care of as women. Good idea to do, right? Like when you do your mammals and you do your your mammal appointments and things like that. This week is Breast Cancer Awareness Week, KYAW Week. Hold on. I'm trying to type something really quick that I wanted to save and have it come across my screen as a scroll. Okay. And what's up, Groovy Groove? Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I had to go on and just go on and deal with StreamYard and my connection. So hopefully I get Nip back, DeWitt back, Jacob. Can y'all hear me now? I don't know who's on. I see two on here. I'll wait for y'all to come back. But if it's your first time here and you do come in and you click this after I've streamed it, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button. Things happen. You can hear me now? Good. DeWitt back. Jacob, I know you're back. Nip back. All right, cool. Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know what happened. What did it just go black? Where'd DeWitt go? Gotta hang in there, y'all, when stuff be happening. StreamYard kind of like gives you some issues. I'm gonna have to let them know. But yeah, I was just saying basically tonight's matchup, USC against Michigan. Yarp. Okay, cool. Today's matchup against Michigan State is KL week. So I think they'll have their pink and white uniforms on. I think last year around this time I was at the game. They were playing Arizona. Little Jada, and her teammate from Country de La Jolla were there, and it was the KI week, and they gave out pink T-shirts and so on and so forth. You can wear your pink tennis shoes, and have you. And then after this game, it's going to be senior day, and that's going to be sad because we're going to have to say goodbye to. Let's say goodbye to Big C, Clarice Akawafu. I'm going to be so sad to see her go. Her and Rhea Marshall seniors, they've been with the team, I believe, like all 4 years. And, they have just really been a joy to have. And even the freshmen that we're talking about it on Dominique Darius's vlog, how sad they will be to see her go, as well as Kiki and Tivo. Trying to think. I think you guys, that's all the seniors. So senior day is gonna be lit. But I'm gonna be kind of sad. Like I've been following them. I followed a little bit the year before when Destiny Littleton transferred over from South Carolina and Coach G was new. And I was taking a peek in, and I was like, I really kind of like that squad too. I was like, that squad, got some bite to them. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, and then I was like, oh, you add JuJu to this mix. This could be a little squad. And then what I was hoping that see happen, which is happening, is that people will be drawn to the program and want to play with JuJu Watkins, because that's usually how it happens. And that's what I'm thinking about, like little Michaela Blake's over there at Vandy. I'm like, when you got a player like that you can get behind, especially an offensive threat like JuJu and like, Blake. You wanna play for programs like that, because everybody can't go to South Carolina, right? Not everybody wants to go to UConn. Not everybody wants to go to Tennessee. Not everybody wants to necessarily go to these top programs. One, because it may be out of area, it's not near their home, whatever their reasons are. But thank God, JuJu decided to stay with us. I still can't believe that I was at the historic go between USC last week. Jacob, I didn't realize that you were there, bro. Oh my God! And I'm totally missed that. How did I miss that? So you were there? Oh my gosh! Because I thought I was seeing something last year when USC and UCLA went up against each other. I mean, for real. Okay, that's why I don't know why Elise Chavez holding out. Just announce that you're going to Texas or Texas Tech. Nippy, I swear, Nippy is like my spirit animal. She thinks just like I'm like. Girl, just say you're going to Texas or Texas Tech. Go on and stay home. It's not that hard of a decision. I don't know how she came with the Texas Tech thing, the O'Shell Swoop School, but I'm like, girl, if I was you, I'd go to Texas. Why are you not going to Texas? Rory is graduating. Madison needs help. You got Preston. I really like Jordan Lee. No one's really talking too much about unless you're really watching Texas. You got Oldacre there. You got I can't remember you guys if Taylor Jones is a senior or not, but I'm like, Texas is like cooking better than better than I thought. I knew they would be good, but I was like, God, dog. So it was Electric Jacob. So I gave my tickets to my godson, who keeps appearing in the I don't know if you guys are getting those promos, those March Madness. People have seen me in it, seen my godson in there, and they did another one where JuJu's running through the tunnel last, and they're filming behind her until she comes out into the smoke, and then they start clicking to the players, clicking to the action, and then you'll see him for like a quick second. I only know it's him because I know it's him, but it's so quick. But the other ones you can see him, and he and his mom are at the game, and they said it was jumping. Now, he's been to a couple of games with me last year, and it was like, no, he said he's never seen it like this. Like, it was so electric in there, Jacob. So crazy. I could tell from TV. I can hear, what is it, the DJ's name? I always say his name. I don't want to say Malachi, but I don't know that in it. But he was popping. The crowd was standing up like you should at games, and they were so into it. It was like, I don't know that I've seen Galen at a women's game like that ever. I'm sorry. And then when Cheryl played, she played like in sports arena. So that was really hard to really get that place in that electric like that. And I've been to Poly lots of times, and Poly can get crazy, especially like when they've hosted like Sweet 16s over the years. But that crowd right there was, to me, Texas is the best place for her. I think it's the best place. Groovy Texas isn't going to let her play her style, though. Better off going to Tech, where she can ultimately have the green light. Got you. Look at Groovy trying to throw their 2 cents in there. That's what I'm talking about. I am Zoe Media. How's it going? I have JuJu breakdown tomorrow. Okay. Hey, y'all, follow I am Zoe Media. I've been on that show before. And I enjoyed myself talking with everybody. They were very kind and welcomed my big mouth in there. And we were just chopping it up. They allowed me to freely to say whatever I had to say this one day. It was so fun. And so he breaks stuff down. So you got to break down. Are you going to break down, Zoe, the UCLA USC game? I mean, they kept that highlight going for... They kept those highlights going for like a week, because I know me and Jacob and I and Nippy, we be in Discord just shooting each other stuff, talking about it, because I know, Jacob, if I were you, I would still be feeling it. Just from watching on Peacock, it was the loudest I've ever heard. Yeah, it just had to be. Like, it had to be Nippy. It had to be the loudest that you've ever heard. It was nuts. Yeah, and her entire college career. Oh my God, you gotta do her entire college career. Okay, all right, cool. And just after that, Ju has, at 19 years old, right? She gets. The gang told me that she immediately, and we were, Jacob and Nippy and I in my chat, we're gonna say she's player of the year regardless. I kept telling everybody, quit crowning Hannah. No shade to Hannah. Quit crowning any front runners right now. First of all, she was the front runner until she's not. Hannah was, rightfully so. It was early. I mean, come on, November, December, bro. But once she did what she did to UConn, I knew she had it in her bag to turn it on and off whenever she needed to. And being the leader that she is and smart as she is, she's really just not going to try to force things as much when she doubled and she tripled, but she's stepping through the doubles and the triples, but she's also trying to get her teammates more involved. And she kind of mentioned that at the end of the quick interview after Washington, trying to get them acclimated. But they have to get acclimated to getting doubled and tripled. And I'll tell you what I mean is Kiki started to face what JuJu is facing, but in a post position. Hold on. but in a post-like position. And now little Avery is starting to experience it. But Avery has going to have to find her niche, and her niche is going to have to be a quick release, in my opinion. Quick release. Already know what you're going to make up your mind. Also, others got to see that double coming on Avery on the perimeter, and get out of the middle. Unclog it so that she can up pump fake drive or already dish out to a Kennedy waiting in the corner. Now that takes experience, but I'm sorry, my freshman, you have to grow up fast, just like JuJu did. You're gonna have to grow up fast because we're trying to do something. Did you listen to the podcast that Lindsay featured on this morning? No. I haven't. I was taking care of those appointments I was telling you about, and just coincidentally having to do with KL week in terms of like just women's health. Like everybody, we gotta as women, we gotta make sure that we take care of our annual or biannual monthly visits. They're very important to catching early stages of cancer and so on and so forth. So in support of that, like I had made an appointment a couple of weeks ago just to take care of my memo for the years and get that on out of the way. So I would love to hear what Lindsay had to say. If you want to tell us a little bit, if you got time to type it, I'll read it off. So I was saying, that week she got that, but the biggest thing that she got was there's a mural on Olympic downtown, right before you get to, deep downtown by LA Live. LA Live is where we have the Staples crypto, formerly known as Staples Center, where the Lakers play. And on that wall, we've had Kobe, we've had O'Shea, Otani, and now we're going to have three she's going to take up 3 murals on this thing. This is huge, right? This my homegrown Shiro. And I don't care. She hasn't won a championship, but the things that I Am Zoe is going to feature about her career and what she's done and how she's turned our program around and where we're going, she deserves that wall and more, y'all. I don't care. She's up for the Sullivan Award that Nippy has put in our Discord for us to vote for, which is about leadership, citizenship, character, all of the things that I kept watching over time. And I thought the Player of the Year encapsulated all those things. But then I noticed, I was like, hold up. I think there's another award for the type of things that she's doing that is very prestigious. So if she wins the Player of the Year, Natty, she'll be the 15th player in history to do both in the same season, join the elite company. And I believe you mean both by winning the championship. If if she wins the championship and Player of the Year. Break it down. DeWitt, I know this is off topic, but have you seen much growth in Paige game outside of just experience? I actually think she's had more heart as a freshman. I haven't seen much improvement. Paige, no. A good friend of mine who's coached some current WNBA players and college players and seen them since they were young in the Georgia AAU circuit, and just all of us that have watched Paige. I think she said, some players end up peaking in their performance, but Paige's situation is a little different. I don't know that she would have peaked had she not been injured, but for me, Paige's build her that she can't help, holding that weight and that strength and the work that it's going to put on for her to keep her body strong and keep her body fit. That's why I think it's safer for her to be a point guard than a 2 or 3 or anything at the next level, because I feel like Paige athletically doesn't have certain things that I don't think she's improved. Let's just put it that way. I don't think that she's improved much. I think people have caught up to her. I think AZ's shooting against South Carolina was the AZ that I knew of the past. Had she not been injured, this is AZ. AZ's got the build for it all. She's got the body to do what she's doing. I saw her more as a candidate for the dub than I did Paige, but I felt like Paige was craftier and she was like more finesse, that she, her IQ and, I love her heart and her tenacity, but I don't know that she's improved much from her freshman year at all. But I know everybody else has caught up to her. I can tell you that much. Yes, do that. Kudos, JuJu. First thing I remember her saying is that the game against UCLA was JuJu's best. No, yeah, I'd have to say it's her best. I know people might want to say when she did 51, but 51 was more of an offensive masterpiece. I wonder if IMZO would agree. It was more of an offensive masterpiece along with the things that she normally does. But this was like on another level. This Nippy was kind of stuff that she can do in high school. Like if you notice in On the Rise, her cousin on her first game, he said, they said, well, how do you think JuJu would do? And he said 35, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. He was naming off these stats because he's watched her grow up and he's watched her play. Well, this is one of the times where it's like, well, she did almost that. She almost had 35. She had a good number of rebounds, probably 7 or above, but she didn't have 11. This was 38, 11, 8 blocks, unselfish 5 assists. Probably could have had more had they made the passes that she made. Steals. It was just sick. It was like, they said, and Jacob, you were there. My peoples were telling me that was there calling me saying like, it was almost like, okay, you can't get this done. Okay, you're not ready to, I'm not leaving here today without a win. That's how she was playing. Like, if I got to do this myself, this is what I'm going to do it. I got your back, Clarice. You know what I'm saying? And best she's seen from any sports in years. It's pretty much probably from any sports from years, for years, because of the, it wasn't just like an offensive, masterpiece. Or I think that's what Caitlin does. Caitlin will do like a bunch of, I don't know if she's done like that many. No, I don't think she's done that many points in that. Like, that's like Caitlin having a 38, 11 assists. I don't think she would be able to do close to a triple. She was close to a triple, right? Last year she did a triple in the dub. But what was it, for steals or something? Rebounds. Was it rebounds? Oh, wait. I don't know what Caitlin's numbers look like when she does triples. But look, Ju needed 2 more blocks for a doggone triple-double. Isn't that sick? That's sick. Played Northwestern, please. You took away a game from it. I know that. What are we going to do about this Northwestern? Damn. She mentioned that there are already discussions being had with the conference committee about slight scheduling changes. Ooh. She tried to play down and say that girls weren't tired, but that's not true. No, yeah. It's kind of, I think they were tired. I think they're so spunky and so young and everything was so new that they played through it in Iowa, but I think they were tired. And I don't know, the only thing the thing that I didn't like was you had them and they set it up perfect for Iowa to win. They were like, and I love the away game wins. I mean, those away game wins are just straight dog tenacity effort, because you don't go back east, come back home for one game, not even let them stay home a week, and then you send them out for 2 more. Now they kept doing that, like 2. It felt like they were like back east, right? Come home 1, back east or Midwest, whatever you want to call it, 2,700 miles. Come home for 1, then back 2 again. Now she's talking about that, Nippy, but next year they're supposed to come to us, so it may be it. I think the scheduling, I know she's talking about it, but it's going to be 2 at home, 1 away, 2 at home, 1 away. It's going to reverse. So that's the way they have people going. It's like, it's a home and away, right? So they're going to have the advantage her junior year that's traveling. So I got SL1PED. I'm not recognizing you. Do I remember you? Did I talk to you before? If so, I just want to welcome you to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Love your comment. I think UConn ruined Paige. Oh wow, Gino doesn't put Paige in the path to succeed. She's always off ball as well. Oh yeah, because it got Chin now, huh? I'm kind of confused now as to what position Paige is. I don't know. Is she a point? Is she a shoot? I don't remember. It's been so freaking long. UConn made Paige become less and less aggressive. UConn did or Paige did? What you guys think, guys? If you notice, Paige was super aggressive and could actually take over. That's all I know. That's why Paige was like my dog. Like I was like, Paige this, Paige that. I don't know what happened. I thought the lack of aggression. I thought it was actually the injury, maybe made her timid. That's what I thought. But then when I saw her really try to turn it up and turn it on and say, "Hey, I want it," she's always never shied away from trying to guard Ju, and I don't know who she guarded at Notre Dame, but she didn't shy away, but she just didn't have it. I'm like, Paige, are you sure? Because the year before she wanted to smoke from Ju, but I'm like, you're picking on a freshman. You're really a senior. And Ju was just a slight tad bit ahead of her, in my opinion. This year, she came way ahead of her and made Paige look like she was a high school player. That's what she looked like. She was playing like that definitely, and the crowd was way louder than it was on TV. Trust me. No. They called me from the game, Jacob, and we could barely hear each other. I could hear it. I could feel it. I could hear it. It was like where my seats are, I'm in 103, like across from the student section. She said the student section was loud. They was into it. And then the court side right down in front, this man, somebody had mentioned it on their blog when they were watching it. The guy in the front row, man, with the red shirt, he wasn't playing. He wasn't having it. He down there jumped up onto the floor. And then the alumni, Cheryl, Rhonda, and all of them, they was like going off on the other side in the front row. It was just with Kevin and oh man, it was just Vanessa Bryant and Sanaa Lathan was sitting. It was just freaking crazy. I know Kelsey Plum was like, man, it's lit. The game should have been on ESPN. She said that. She said that. I don't know that Big Ten anticipated a Thursday night game to be like that, or why even have it on a Thursday night. Really, like they're gonna have UCLA versus USC. When USC gets to Poly, they're gonna have that on national TV. They're gonna play that one on a weekend. It's gonna be on a weekend, and they're gonna have that one live. I think you should have both. It was to not anticipate. That was nuts. Maybe we disappointed them by losing to Notre Dame when that was on NBC and Peacock. What are y'all looking for at tonight's game? I think it's Kiki's game. I would like to see Ju rest or work on her set shot. I'd like to see Samuels get some clock. Is she hurt? No, she's not hurt. She's not hurt. I think Samuels just needs to settle down a bit when she gets in, get into the Florida game. She likes to push the rock in transition, and we do too. But if it's not there, she gets herself, in my opinion, trapped to where she goes too deep into the paint and can't get out and definitely doesn't know how to shoot in traffic like that. So I don't know why she just doesn't go all the way through, but she doesn't get there fast enough to dribble all the way to the other side and tell the person who's in that corner to everybody balance out. So what I think tonight is going to be a tough, difficult game. I think Michigan is they're a roller coaster. They can play some really good basketball to where, I mean, they are ranked. They are ranked probably like 23 or something. And so, I mean, being top 23 in the nation is not at all bad, actually. Out of all the schools that are ranked, that's not bad. I mean, top 23. They're kind of physical to me. They're kind of like they kind of gave it to UCLA a pretty tough time Probably gave Maryland and Ohio a tough time. So I want to see obviously Kiki get going. What I think about Kiki is that she needs to balance out and read the floor a little better. If she doesn't have the moves that are necessary when they double her, she has to be ready to kick it out and then clear out and set better picks and just overall get rebounds. I mean, I'm not gonna expect her to block shots. For some reason, she's not good at it. But I need her and Rhea, and Rhea's confidence seems to be down. I need Rhea to get her head in the game. They are. I've seen games from Rhea like in her freshman and sophomore year take that 12 to 15 to 18-foot shot that they're giving her with no problem. And all of a sudden now her confidence is not there because it's not dropping. And we've seen Rhea hit 3-pointers this year. We've seen it. So because what she has to realize, okay, your shot didn't fall, play some defense. Let it go. It's like that's not the end of the world. It's definitely not the end of the world. Make it up somewhere else. Go follow your shot. We don't care that you didn't make the shot. You can't make them if you don't take them. That's what I feel about them. You can't make them if you don't take them. It's my bigs right now setting proper pick, shielding. It's not even sometimes a pick. It's just shielding the defense from the shooters that we do have, like K9, Avery, Ju. Making proper entry passes from Rhea down to Kiki. You know, Kiki posting wide, spread your legs. Avery was in the gym. I saw a clip of her in the gym really, really working on her shot. And I mean, she needs to work overtime on her shot right now. Like, we really need that. We really need her to be the sniper. I'm telling you, when Jazzy gets here, I have a feeling Jazzy's going to play over her, take her time. So I need these girls to lock in. This year's national championship is open. It's wide open for the top 5 teams, in my opinion. It's open. And don't be surprised if you got some other people trying to sneak in there and go on a run for the championship. I mean, try to make a run in the tournament. For real. Some people that are just that I look at like Tennessee go deep. Vandy come up a little bit. Like if you get somebody in a tournament that want to go on a heater, and you haven't figured out like the way that AZ came down doing what she was doing. If you let some little upstart team get confident like that and go on a heater, they'll get you. Hey Nori. So you just got home. What time is the tip? Tip is at 6:30 my time. It's in about 2.5 hours. I was just doing hearing from you guys, hearing like he said, what's your thoughts on tonight's game? What do we need to do? We need to take care of the ball. We need to continue to be like under 10 turnovers, silly turnovers, Jacob, and you know it. You were there. Just silly balls slipping through our hands. Whatever's going on with our floor, dry it off. Whoever got the mop and supposed to jump out there, I need them out there on that floor, wiping that floor every 5 seconds. Any chance they get, the ball goes down the court, go down on the court and wipe that floor. Because they are falling and slipping and sliding on sweat. Like you're probably thinking, well, nobody fell, but they're dripping sweat on the ground. And it's slippery. So every now and then you need to get out on the floor and clean the floor. Little things like that matter. It makes a difference. You might think like, why are they slipping? They're slipping because those girls are dripping wet. Definitely the injury just line it did with AZ. The injury just line it did with it. I'm really proud of the fact that we don't have a lot of injuries. I want to give a shout out to conditioning coach D. I think Coach D is doing amazing, fabulous with our girls. I do think that Rhea is her back is hurt. I don't know why right now she should be getting massages, getting ice, getting heat, getting injections, whatever she needs to get through it. But she's definitely stiff as a result of it. Draymond gonna be at the game with JuJu jersey. How do you know? Draymond gonna be at the game with USC jersey on. That would be so cool. He's so funny. He's so funny. That was so cool of him to do that. I was shocked. He was in LA. Will USC fans invade UCLA's arena for the rematch? If they can get a ticket, it's sold out right now. So hopefully, the USC faithfuls were able to get tickets to the game. That would be awesome. That would be great. What I'm very impressed with, I already know Jude don't care about hostile crowds at all. She actually plays well. She likes that. And then I think what I'm impressed with is my freshmen. They play really well under the bright lights. I've been shocked. The only time I ever saw him just weirded out was Iowa. Like, it was, I don't know what happened. And I would love to know one day, and I bet you I'm gonna find out one day before Jude's career is over. Somebody gonna tell me. I'm gonna find out what the hell was that. Like, for real, like the inside scoop. Like, what the hell was that? Like, were you guys nervous? Unprepared? Like, sometimes you can go in and they're doing things and they're playing differently than what you thought, and they're coming, everything's so loud. And I think Coach G needs to switch to hand signals, because she's trying to yell stuff in. That's not working. We need to come up with hand signals now, today, because as we move forward, it gets in the, not so much Big Ten, but well, maybe the Big Ten may. I think we didn't really have a crazy crowd for Pac-12 in Vegas. It wasn't all that. It definitely wasn't like the game at USC, UCLA. Now, we've never been in a Big Ten conference, so we go out to, I think in Indianapolis is probably basketball country. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. So they need to come up with some hand signals. Check ESPN 3. I get college hoops there sometimes. Imagine USC UCLA with Ryan Rucco on the call. That would be legendary. Ryan Rucco on the call for Samuels has the same problem as K9, except she doesn't have the length and shot creativity to get past defenders. Yeah. I mean, but see, K9 has the creativity. She has the IQ. She has the sneakiness. She picks her spots. I love the way she tries to get that. She does what Samuels used to do, would try to pick those steals, right, when they're not looking. And she would also drive so quickly and so out of the blue. When she sees the opening, she knows to go. What up, though, RC? What up? What up? Let's see. I saw the video. Hold on. You saw the video on Instagram, Ju, with the coach talking to his players? What video? What coach? Sorry, I lost on that one. Mom Mayberry got denied. Connecticut is playing hardball. Yeah. I mean, remember, you can look, and that's the thing with her. She's actually kind of funny. I've been watching her video of her learn how to cook, and now she got a apron with Under Armour on it and a chef hat, and she's just funny doing just a new beginner and having us follow on her journey of measuring and getting seasoning from Dijonay and all that kind of stuff. I thought that was so funny and so cute of her to create something of a lane for herself. It's so funny to me. She should just stay there and be glad that she's there, because in all actuality, if she stays there, if she stays there and they tank, you're going to get some top players if you haven't given away your number one draft, round draft pick, right? If if they're supposed to get like the 2026 class, you might get bets out of that class or Flage. Even though I feel like Flage should be playing in Atlanta or something to that effect. But could you imagine like Betts going to Connecticut? That would be, maybe you're crazy. Stay there and build something. JuJu Judea got flavor. She can take that whole shit over. Yeah, she can take it over. I already told you guys, you don't have to tell me. I've been watching Judea Skies Watkins since forever, like now, and I knew what her abilities were. Once I had to put my eyes on it in person, because I was like, am I seeing what I'm seeing? And it was just the little things. It was little intricate things, little things I said, well, that by the time she's a senior, I said, oh, she's just gonna be looking down the court like a pick of the litter or whatever she wanna do. Straight up, keep carpet near the bench. Yeah, keep the you know how, remember how we used to have the wet towel that you step on before when you go into the scorer's table, you got to dry your feet off or wet your feet, and then you skirt and make it, you got to do all that to keep your feet dry. AZ Bud left me impressed because I wasn't sold, and also looked at her as just simply too injury prone. Yeah, and I still don't know how injury prone she is or she isn't. Okay, but non-injury prone AZ was number 4 in my mock draft before the season started. That's how much I think she's the best shooter in college. That's just how much I have faith in AZ. I've always said that. Like, I've always known AZ Fudd was my girl. That for what she does at her height, her size, her release is the best. It's like so pro. And I said, but I never really. I just said it by faith. I said that she would have a good season, but I couldn't really put my finger on it. I had her 4th. I didn't want to. I could never put her 1 or 2 or anything like that, because there's no way I'm gonna, like, as a GM, if I put myself in a GM position, I can't bank on her not getting hurt, because she already got hurt this year. I can't do it. Not when teams, like, now that they know that she scores like that and that she's ready, they need to start treating these shooters like JuJu gets treated. UCLA showing me Ju that we didn't plan to get soaked up in our fucking girl. Why you RC? Sometimes a team just has your number. Sometimes a team just kind of like matches up well. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have what they don't, and they have what we don't, and then, like, you have Betts, we have JuJu, then we have Kennedy that can guard Kiki, and then let me tell you, last year at home, when we first at your home at UCLA, when they played UCLA for the first time, Ju's first time ever, they honed in on Padilla so badly, it was irking me, and Padilla just couldn't get it off. She just couldn't do her thing. And London Jones went on a heater. There was no one covering her. There was no one that we had. Padilla couldn't keep up with London Jones. Okay. And then being as little as she is, it's hard for Ju. It's hard for Forbes, Taylor Bigby. It would be hard. And I think we had another girl, number 30, off the bench, and I don't remember her name. That's crazy, because I was wondering where she went too. Might have been a senior, but we didn't have anybody to stay with a 5'4" person, and so yeah, it was crazy to see that London. That was one of the games, like, London will get you with a 5 of 5 from the 3, but because she was so busy trying to guard half the time, a quarter of the time, JuJu. It took up a lot of her energy. Last year, Charisma Osborne guard Ju. She didn't have to really focus on her. Everybody, read this article Nippy said about JuJu's family legacy and how it's impacted her. Great read. Finally, me and Political Lil were talking about that, how sometimes, you hear from someone coming from Watts or, Compton in LA, or, one of the, inner city kids, so to speak, like Anita talked about on when I did the UCLA greats, They, you know, it's almost like no one's interested. They want to hear this downtrodden story. But JuJu's family, um, the Watts Labor Community Coalition, that her great grandfather Ted Watkins created, as he migrated from the South to Watts. Watts used to be like have factories and stuff like that. I haven't read the article, but I'm just going to tell you what I know. Factories in Watts, right? We used to have a lot of factories. We had 2-parent homes and stuff like that, right? So there was fathers in the home with mothers, and we're doing well, you know, pretty nice neighborhood, so on and so forth. We only had to deal with the cops. We had a racist captain at the time before Bill Gates. He learned it from him, and the whole Watts riot was created off of a mother protecting her son in her front yard, and how the police brutally assaulted her as a result. I can't remember if she died. That was the kickoff of how the Watts riots began and things like that. But later, you know, the factories started to fold, and then there were no jobs, and so it gets kind of crazy because, you know, with factories and unions and things like that being formulated, you know, what he created, and I hope they go into a little more than I'm doing and better than I'm doing. You're going to be able to hear like what Mr. Watkins did, how great it was to serve the underserved in the community, and to be a resource, and to help people get jobs and help them with resources for homes and food and things that they need, and all this kind of stuff that he was doing in this small area of what, you know, in Watts in general. And it's actually a building that I drove by all the time for work, all the time. I had to work Watts. I had to work that area for my job. All the projects in there I've been in as a social worker. Parts of Compton, you know, all the Compton I did too. All that area, that's where my office was. That's what my office served. And when I first started 31 years ago. And so a park was dedicated to him for his legendary work, and it was called Ted Watkins Park. And I know that she said that she played there, just like I grew up at Skyline Recreation Center. If you want to look for me, part of that day you're going to find me down at that rec playing basketball. And she answered phones as a receptionist. She played ball. She had a gym, access to her family name on there, and so it ties all the way into her. And it's so funny because before I started this program, and before I did anything like what I'm doing right now, except for just being a fan and a supporter, I had a quote on my Instagram, not the Instagram that you see, it's my personal Instagram. It says, "Don't move, improve." And that was, there's something he says at the beginning, something he says at the end, but the gist of it is, "Don't move, improve." And that was what his quote was, his motto was. And that was and that's what JuJu's doing. Like, you could not ask for more from this kid. You can't ask her to go against her family legacy. Why did she stay at USC? Why did she go here? No, don't move, improve. It's bigger than basketball, y'all. She wants to be able to give back. Like, we're her community. When we come in and we see Judea and we see her at USC, we see this kid that we probably seen play at Westchester Park, that's up by the airport. The little league that we had, then later we start to have the Cal Swish basketball, what we call our little AA traveling team and stuff like that. This is what she wants to do, is start a foundation. Just something I probably wanted to do. I kind of had that in my head in San Diego. I was like, oh, when Mom moved to the Bay Area, but I was like, in San Diego, I would have wanted to do something like that, where I gave back to the kids. I want to have a little camp. I want to have an AAU team. I wanted to do things like that. I want to be able to, you know, during holiday time, give out backpacks and gift packs and shoes, and, you know, whoever's sponsoring me, sponsor my kids in my neighborhood. Like, Shaq used to come with a big old truck to Watts, and he used to be, when he was a Laker, oh man, he used to bless them. He used to bless them so much. Bicycles. He's just pulling out all the bikes and all the toys. He's just a big kid. He used to really bless the neighborhood like big time in Watts. It was so cool. So JuJu wants to do things like that. And so during the wildfires, we came. LA, I was so proud of LA. Like LA showed up. Like they had to turn away some of the resources and gifts and things that we were the LA came out with to help one another. The city of Altadena and the city of Palisades and things like that. We came in strong, and that's what she wants to do. And so that's why the Sullivan Award is like about citizenship, community service, um, character. Like my friend Anita was just said she retired as an official. She officiated. I looked it up. I saw the game where I seen my homegirl going up and down the court officiating JuJu. She said all the officials love you. They don't. She said she never is any problem, gives them any lip, and so on and so forth. That's character. You know what I'm saying? The poise he has after taking some of the hits, unbelievable. I think I've been crashed out. Bad calls. I know me. I crashed out a few times. So here's an article. It's a great read. It's httpsx.com. Oh, no cap space. I was waiting for him to do that. I watched the show. I heard rumors the son is trying to go to Boston. That might not be bad. Keep in mind, lots of freshmen, the stars, and sophomores. So hard to have that unity. I mean, keep in mind that she's just dang on underclassmen, y'all. Dealing with people, expected to act to guide and lead a lot older than her. I like it. It's growing her up though, too. But wait, I don't think Lawrence Betts is awesome, but 100% sure she's really ready to lead a franchise as a day one incoming. She got to grow up. That's why she gonna stay another year. I guess I'll have to fight. She gonna stay another year. They don't 6'7" doesn't come out of doesn't come out the woodwork. You put some free agents around her, um, second round picks, first round picks. Excuse me. Do that. You know what I'm saying? But Betts needed to get more moves than just two moves. Typo, I'm not even sure she's really, really leading franchise as a starting. Look, she's big enough. You know what I'm saying? Like that. The only other person big like her is Cardoza. What's good, Drew, man, baby? Gotta still watch that UCLA. What? You watched it? Okay. You did. I hope you watched it. Like Coach G said, Nippy said, Coach G said that was something she has never seen in years. And I'm serious. Like, I'm not exaggerating. I knew Nippy, and I was telling Nippy, I said, when Hannah and her were neck and neck for freshman of the year, pretty much, I always felt Ju had a slight edge because of how many 30 balls she would have. She had some 42 balls. But when she did the 51, I was like, okay, it was almost like, okay, enough already. Let me pull away. Let me do something extraordinary. That's what I felt. And I said, the way that they were talking every morning, I was like, okay, she gonna have to do something extraordinary. RC said, what up, Benjamin? I was talking to my boyfriend about that on Valentine's Day. JuJu kept it home. She kept it home. I can't wait to go to that. So it's an article, or do I go to the channel, Nippy? Because I'm going to do that in a minute. I wish I could put it up here so we could watch it. Shouldn't have talked about Kiki Rice like that. I'm a big fan. Got a shirt with her face on it. She's in the UCLA locker room on the picture, but truly her game leaves a hell of a lot to be done. She played a lot. She played better than she played better than, to me, more aggressive, more looking for a shot in her drive than she did last year, RC. That's what I thought. I thought Kiki was better. I know her shoulder probably bothered her, but I just don't think nobody's really pressured her consistently throughout the game the way that Kennedy was doing. Kennedy was right. Jacob can tell you, it looked like Kennedy was like, we took Kennedy to another level. I think she found that she had more in her tank than she realized. To me, it's unusual to see someone so gifted, so rounded like JuJu. I know everyone's love to hype Hannah gets, but come on now. We know that baby on Ritalin. That's usually what you get with. Okay, hold on. No, I agree with you. Hold on. Sorry. All right. To me, it's unusual to see someone gifted. No, it's funny. DeWitt. I wish I could see your face one day because you be cracking me up. Because Anita said the same thing. I don't know if you saw my interview with the UCLA greats. She was joking, but she was serious. She was like, she said some of them need to take their meds. Some superstars out there, they need to take their medication for real, and it's true. And it's true. Now I ain't saying that about her, but I know what you're talking about though. Because then some days you see them kind of like all mellow and shit. And then some days they'll be like, but Ju and Kennedy, and I love that about a Kennedy too. But Ju's like, she even killed. She shows emotion when she needs to. That she doesn't get too high, she doesn't get too low. She stays kind of like poised and composed. Let it go. I'm sure in her mind she's thinking like she probably crashing out or she get to the huddle to say whatever, but never to where it's like you just going 90 miles an hour. Settle down, kid. Like, bro, like all over the place. JuJu, freshman T again for Iowa is gonna need more playing time with Coach Jan gave her playing time. She was all over the place with it. I saw Iowa was. Did you not even talk about that? RC, did you talk about? They was balling with Ohio State. Shoot, little Olsen was hoping. I love to watch Hannah play. Also, she's great talent, but I know my eyes aren't lying to me. JuJu is something that no, that's what I kept trying to tell people. They're like, okay, I said, don't talk to me. We know that Hannah's your favorite. I get that Hannah can be your favorite. Anybody can be your favorite for whatever the reason may be. Anybody can be your favorite. I'm not talking about favorites. I'm talking about skill. And if you're trying to tell me skill, that her skill set is better than JuJu, I just couldn't believe it. Or maybe because Ju had to show you or something. I don't know. But my thing is, put JuJu on to Notre Dame. She's hitting 40 every night. They gonna be number one from the start. Put Hannah over at USC, they would be struggling to be what they doing right now. She could not carry them like that. I don't think so. Because you as a player, as a caliber player that JuJu is, you have to know when to go, when to stop, how to get your teammates involved. And Hannah can do all those things, but Hannah would have never been able to. They would have never been able to stop bets. They wouldn't. There was nobody there. They would contain her, but Betts would have had a field day. Hannah would have. She didn't bring the ball down. She doesn't really bring the ball down enough for Hannah to steal it. Hannah can't get up there and block it like 6'2" Ju did. So it would have been a wrap. Fam, when the DJ played Jurassic Park, every time Bess was like, oh, I didn't know. See, he's crazy. Nobody told me that. Oh my God, no, he didn't. I never noticed that. I always know we fall down, or I never would have made it when you miss. It ain't JuJu on the beat, or yeah, JuJu when she's at the free throw, and then Kiki on the beat. All that. But Jurassic Park, that's harassment. I can't stand it. Okay, I gotta. It's an article. Okay, you put the link in the Discord as well, right, Nippy? Because I'm gonna go to my phone after that while I go check on my mom. Do it. The DJ be having me. Nippy, he's nuts. He's the DJ at the Sparks. I seen him with I think at SoFi. He does all our stuff. We love him. We just love him. We just love him. He's freaking nuts. It's about 9 teams that could realistically win this year. RC said. How many you guys think? Is it 9, you guys? I know how Nip DJ is crazy. When Ohio State played Iowa on Monday, Ju, it was my first time watching Jelani Cambridge. She quite a sensation. Yeah, she's a sensational guard. She be going 90 miles an hour too. She be needing to. I don't know what she thought personally of JuJu and them, but I know she was just like, what in the hell? I know they probably was like, okay. I think everybody until you get on the court with JuJu, you probably just like, okay, she seems pretty 1-2, buckle my shoe kind of, until you get near her and you're standing by her, or you get hesitate, step back, crossed over, and all that. Then you realize, oh, okay, she's different. She just don't do it on the court. I did a bootleg live stream play-by-play of Iowa versus Ohio State. A couple of people came in the chat with me. Mondo, Groovy, Hawkeye's name William, and a few others. It was cool. Yes, you should just do more often. Shoot, I don't care. I could be up here with Jacob Nippy and I, but I'm thankful for the people that come in and are watching actually, and then it will say something I can tell they've been here the whole time and they're just watching. They may not say anything. I have friends that do the same. They shy, whatever. Just as long as you come in, you like, you subscribe, you tell a friend to tell a friend, because we gonna turn it up. I can't imagine that Jurassic Park's a great film. Hell, it is. He played Usher when JuJu had to get wrapped up from bleeding. Oh no! Oh, I didn't catch that. Did you hear? Oh, that's right. You guys know I can't hear all that stuff because I turn it down. What Usher? What song by Usher? Oh no, that's the song. I can't even hear that in my head. Nippy, when JuJu lost her dribble for it back and stuck the three, I was like, she's on another level. Man, your girl Hawkins shoved her. She shoved her. I think Hawkins just played it off and stood straight up, like waiting for the call. And when nobody gave her the call, JuJu said, okay, well then, okay. For you shoving me down, this is what I'm going to do, which is how you counteract something. Because I couldn't believe it. I think you're talking about that one on the perimeter early, first half. What's crazy? She had like 25 points first half. I could not believe Corey let her go off like that. I said, that's the old JuJu. Why would you? I was like, what in the tactical scheme are you doing, Corey? Why would you? I mean, I asked for it. I know me and Nip and Jacob say it all the times. Like, I wish JuJu could be guarded single coverage, but I knew nobody would be crazy enough to do that. Is JuJu 1 or 2 at the next level? 1. Oh, 1 or 2 at the next. 1 or. Oh, what is she at the next? 2. She's a 2. She's not ready to be the point. She'll take it over like a combo guard could. You know what I mean? She can start that. You sent it in the Discord. Thank you, Nippy. But she's a 2. I think it'll be so much better because there'll be so many better players around her that she's not gonna be double and triple. They'll probably have a face guard on her or something like that, but she doesn't have to be, doubled and triple. If they have to double and triple by that time, I'm like, oh my God, she must have gotten, which I'm not going to be surprised, that much better, because when she comes out in 2027 and then rolls in, no, when she comes out in 2027, yeah, she'll play that year, right, guys? And then after that, it's on and cracking for the Olympics. It's going to be on and cracking. I don't care who makes the Olympic team, just as long as JuJu's on the team. Ain't no way you going to have Olympics in Los Angeles and think that my girl's not going to be on the Olympic team. You lost your comp, pick of mine. Ain't none of them vets better than her at the 2 spot. Nobody is better than her at the number 2 spot. I would not take Enrique. I would not take nobody. Kelsey Mitchell. And the reason why I say that at the 2, when there's some doggone pretty good shooters at the 2 and all that, is because you can't play defense. You don't give us no rebounds. And you're not from LA. That's like when Jordan got pissed off by a fan or lack of calls by the refs, and then he just went bonkers. Yeah, that exactly. You take it out on the court, and Corey's going to guard her the same way with maybe stronger help defense. London's going to guard because she was sort of disrupted. Most she'll guard her again. You think London will do it again? But because I think she won't with London, only because she needs London to have legs for offense. If she was smart, she would let London not guard her as much, because you're gonna need London to go on a heater. She need to go 6 for 6 from the three. We watched the games against them from last year, and they never changed. No matter how badly JuJu beat them, they only switched up in the overtime during the semifinals. Yeah, and then we went into double overtime. Yeah, right. But every game, Ju had 30 points except for one game, huh? Like, I think her first game, when she kind of came out the game for cramps or whatever she was going on, ankle something. And then after that, she kept going 30 and 34. Like, they didn't know what to do with that kid. Can't nobody on our team guard Ju straight up. I'm trying to think. What did you think about? Well, me and Nippy talked about Janiyah was doing okay, but Nippy said Janiyah don't have the discipline to stay up on her. Kendall Dudley, maybe, but they haven't proved to be able to defend JuJu with success. Yeah, Kendall Dudley got a little behind him. They called a foul though, because I think she finally hit her arm, but she got ball, but her hand came down on her arm. Kendall Dudley, she was in there trying to do a little something. I think they don't know what to do with that girl. I think if Ju is just off or just not having a great game or something, maybe. Corey is stubborn. I know some other people stubborn though, but she might play the Freshie Dudley on her. She did fair until the foul when she fouled her on the 3. Yeah, Corey. I know, and then Corey immediately took her out, and I'm like, dang, can't nobody else guard her. You better keep the kid on her. Could nobody else guard her? RC Kiki would get cooked. That's why she barely be guarding JuJu. Nah, Kiki can't. And I saw Ju said, let me get her, like her and Kiki R. Kennedy had ended up on her, and then Kennedy was like, where do I go? And Ju was like, no. You can tell Ju was like, no, I want to take this one. I want to guard her. But I couldn't believe my girl. JuJu blocked. RC, she blocked all of your starters, all of your bench people that came in. There wasn't anybody left to block but Tamia Gardner. She blocked everybody from UCLA that came on the court. Maybe Alina Armasaw didn't want none. I did Airsaw, whatever her name is. She didn't want none. Janiyah ain't got the speed and the quickness to keep up. Especially since Ju was actually moving, like I was saying, like go behind the zone. Move around. Why you allowed to do it? Even London threw up her hands at one point. She looked at Corey and was like, what do you want me to do? I know she did. They need to capture that. Somebody need to capture that, man. I can't wait till I learn how to cut some stuff. Like, to show you these funny things that you guys are saying. Because it's like, you know how you just look over your coach like, what do you want me to do? I cannot stop this girl. Like, what is there to do? Corey can be ticking me off. She doesn't want to play Kendall or a Bart or the talented friend. You know, I didn't understand that. Like, I mean, it wasn't. I mean, RC, they did come back, but you could have played Dudley. You could have played you for the tournament. She needs to play Alina more. She needs to get Kiki a rest, especially if there's, if they remain. If we beat them again, then we'll get to take that top seed, and that's a blessing. because it's a little bit easier to run, especially Spokane, because I did not want to travel to no Birmingham. I'm not traveling, but I don't want them to have to do that. So I think that she needs to play Alina a little bit more. Get her ready, because you never know what can happen down the stretch to Kiki. And you need to get Kiki rest. Nippy, I laughed because she was like, why you got me guarding the big girl like I'm not 5'4"? And then they were telling me they were at the game. They were like calling me, telling me that the refs weren't calling it, but whatever she could get away with, I ain't mad at her. But she was raking JuJu by the arm. I saw her kind of like, she was right. And it's hard when you tall and you got a little one in your space. But what I finally saw the second half when JuJu do what DeMar DeRozan taught her was to take the ball counterclockwise, come back counterclockwise. It's a circle motion. She put the ball in front of her, like, I just feel like wax on, wax off. And she fell for it. And Ju shot it. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's a quick study. She remembered. And I recognized it from the training. Because you know, there's a swipe through and there's an over swipe through, right? There's a swipe through. She didn't do that. She did this circle, and then she did what he was trying to show her, and then pop. And she did it, and it worked, and she fouled. It was beautiful to see, and that just made me love the kid even more. I was like, this kid's gonna be, she's so fundamentally sound, it's ridiculous. If USC put in the rematch, then Corey will definitely make serious defensive adjustments for the tournament, because definitely we'll be facing each other again. We're gonna face them again, boy. We're gonna face them again. What do you guys think about this? The way the brackets are right now, we're gonna find out Sunday, like really, really how they're going to be, right? So, I don't have a problem with the first rounds that she goes, but then when we get to the round, then we got to play Notre Dame. What are our chances against Notre Dame, guys? Notre Dame playing good basketball. They look pretty solid. They got the right pieces to make a run. They're number one. So what do you guys think about Notre Dame, us facing them to get to, I think it would be Elite Eight? Is it Elite? Is it a 8? I think we play them in the Elite. I think we play them in the 8. I watched the stream WNBA radio. When she did that on London, they were like, that's not a foul. I'm like, that was obviously a foul. These youngins, they don't know ball. I don't understand. They don't know basketball. Like, you can't hit somebody, when you're moving the ball around, because I used to do it, and they say, my face though. But they, when you're doing all that and you get hit, you can't do that. You cannot touch me like that. Another thing they didn't call, like they shoved her like open hand. I remember when the rule, that was another thing I needed to talk to Anita about, when the rules changed from to arm guards. I like people hand guarding me, because I could feel you and I could spin off you better because I could feel you. But it was difficult for refs to be able to decide on when they're actually shoving you with their hands. So the arm guard, I think, came out as a result. Lock up, Olivia, I think, is the key. Oh, nice. Okay, DeWitt. Okay. Nobody's done that. See, because remember, DeWitt, we didn't have Ken. And my thing for Ken was, I was thinking more of like him being more of an offensive threat to so that they couldn't double and triple team Ju the way they were doing, when Hannah being a floater and a rover the way she was. Somebody needs to, when we play them again, I don't want to see Hannah roving around picking balls. I need you guys to step in and set screens, delay her from getting around. No, I'm not gonna forget about Citron. Don't worry, I'm not forgetting about Citron. It may have to be Kennedy on her. We'll see. Revenge. And you gotta remember, when Ju plays those revenge games, she's no joke. USC is not the same team, but Notre Dame they haven't had much growth because of their confidence. They're gonna get their behind beat, and Ju is definitely gonna get her back. Hannah, I 1,000 agree with you, Nippy. 1,000. And I won't forget about Citron. I 1,000. Just the way I felt. That's why all year long, summer long, everything, I was just like, Drew, when you think about you're going to play, when you play UConn, I don't give a goddamn about UConn. I said, UConn need to be worried about us. The fact that you made JuJu cry, I said, oh no. Their lunch meet. She had 5 blocks. Drove down the court, scored in traffic. Every time Paige wanted to think about a shot, she wasn't getting that off. And the same thing that some Hunter Cruz did analysis of people that Jewish guarded. They was like 1 for 11, something like they couldn't score on her. Hannah couldn't score on her. Paige got a lucky one. She may have hit 2. They said 1 was Jew help siding because Samuels fell down and stuff like that. It was like stuff like that. Not no real hardcore toe to toe. She couldn't go toe to toe with her. I think the refs check out from time to time. Hard foul, no call. Then questionable calls. It gets called. Yeah. Oh, they do. They can't keep up. I think the game has grown so much. The girls are so skilled. Like Violet Palmer, I played against her in college, friend of mine. She's the first Black female referee, NBA referee. She trains these college refs. And I know that she's got a handful, because it's like they need help. I know they do the best they can, but it's like sometimes it's just so sad how many things they miss and how critical, they are to letting them play and not disrupting the flow of the game, really calling things that are necessary. But not only that, just being consistent is a thing. Like, what do I, if I know I see certain refs come in, I'm like, oh, this one, they call it like this or they call it like that. I kind of feel that when I kind of know who's coming and how they call the game, then I'll know how to play. Post JuJu up, kick out to the shooters. I like that to it because she can do that. We can do that because you got Ladu King. You got Prosper. I'm just going to name the weak ones that can do a little something. You got Maddie Westball, who we didn't play last time. Citron, Hannah, Liv, Koval. And because she ain't been working with her bench, I don't know who gonna come off more than that off that bench. Who really did some damage was Ladu King, and then imagine now with Westball back, you got to pick your poison in that post position, right? Absolutely. But we're gonna make it so that our transition ball and what we got going on, they gonna have to play some defense. We're gonna test their defense because if you notice at the end of that game, did you see when she didn't press? She wasn't pressing. She didn't know what to do without Kennedy at the top of that press because Rhea at the top of the press, they're gonna go right around. Now that we got Ken Dog back pressing, picking up on Olivia, let's go. You remember JuJu's first game with Sierra Canyon against Christ the King? Ooh, when they were at the LA Forum. Oh, that game was fire. Not the Forum, Staples Center. That we watched. I told we hadn't seen that Jew yet, and she showed, and that was the Jew that that same Jew is going to show up for Notre Dame. Man, I will be so happy. You have no idea. Oh my God, it was shut down. All the talk about player of the year was shut down. I mean, we will go to the Final Four at that point. Period. The bigger the stake, the higher the stake, the more you're going to see Judea. Because that game against Christ the King, that game against CL, they ain't seen it. Wait, hold up, Nippy. She shot the hell out of it. She was so efficient in that game. Did you see her? Christ the King wasn't even as tough as the UCLA one because Christ the King, I don't think she had 8 blocks now, Nip. But it was just the magnitude on the level that it was that she was like playing in the Staples Center. And then she was playing like a top team in the nation, not from California. She liked that. She was like showing out. You guys got to go back and see this game me and Nippy is talking about. That game was fun to watch. People don't, and that's why whenever I would have debates, I was like, oh, they probably never saw that side of JuJu. They don't see what that, they don't know that Judea. People don't realize that isn't the first time Ju had a performance like that, one against UCLA. It isn't. She was on that level in high school. That's how they became the number one team in the nation. They don't know. Like sometimes I'll be watching her and I just be like, she's not even going full throttle. It's almost like she's bored. She's not going full throttle yet. If I'm a coach, I'm focusing on hot starts, win the first 5 minutes. I like the hot start, but we had to do it. We had a hot start against opening up against Ole Miss, right? Remember, we were in Paris. We hot started. Then we hot started against UCLA. That wasn't what I was gonna say, but UConn. We hot started against UConn. We hot started against UCLA, and then it's killing people but people got to understand the game is a game of runs. But how do we stop? Even though it's a game of runs, I think there's still more involved with coaching. Like I was watching Carr, she was sticking with Notre Dame, and at some point when she was right there, she had a lead, I think, and I was like, girl, call the time out. They're like going on a 17-1, 20-1 run. You should have stopped it, because you could tell your girls were tired because they were hooping, they were balling. Jaden Donovan from JuJu and Hannah's class was doing so well. And I was like, call the goddamn timeout. Like at least when they scored 10 points, break their momentum, give your kids some rest to sit down. Don't worry about using the timeout early, because at this point, at the end of the game, you're not even going to be close enough to even need the timeouts. Give them a puff. Let them get themselves together. It irritates me. Stop letting them come back. And that's a trick of a coach, because they're like, maybe I should just let them try to figure it out, fight their way. It's not that my team, USC, cannot fight their way out. It's like, you got freshmen who are coming into the wall pretty soon. They're going to start hitting that wall. So you got to be good with, like, the rotations were really good against UCLA. You got to give them some rest. It's not that they're lazy, not that they're doing anything wrong. It's just spend a lot of travel on them. They played it a lot. It's like, give them, like, a puff. Yes, it's in the middle that we have a problem with. Yeah, come out swinging like we did at UConn, but then the third quarter comes and they lose it. And that's going to be ungodly. That's going to be on her to, I don't know if she's used her legs up on the, I don't know, but she needs to cut the momentum, put some different people in when you can. Make sure that you because Ju's going to rest on the court. I can see where she'll let somebody go by or something like that. Like she's doing it less and less, but she's just picks her moment when she's going to go off. But everybody else is trying to do it too. But so it's up to the coach to read their body. Like Avery House, she turns beet red in the face. I can tell she needs to come out. Everybody don't show that on their leg, but you can look at their legs. You can tell when they're flat. You can tell when Ju lifts and she's hitting the tip of the rim. When they start hitting the front of the rim, call timeout. Like I hate to say it, because everybody's doing. Their legs are tired. And some people aren't going to let you walk it up and rest on offense. That's what my coaches always say. Rest on offense, not defense. So now everybody's going to let you rest on offense, because they're going to try to push you to speed yourself up when you're trying to catch your breath. So 4 corners, 4 across, but mostly just substitutions, giving people, even like those first 3 minutes when I was a starter, it was like my lungs would open up and everything, and it's like I felt like I just couldn't go no more. And it's like you're really kind of like, it's like sometimes it's like all the oxygen hasn't gone all the way through your body. You're just not, you gave it all. You're feeling like dang, I'm tired, but you're really not tired yet. Sometimes you got to call that timeout and get them to catch a breath, so everything can balance out. Your adrenaline, your excitement, your air, your blood flow through your body. and just get your thoughts together. Did anyone notice that Don basically accepted that they were losing? Yeah, I did before the first half ended. It had been a minute since I had seen her with that. But yeah. Once that league got to a certain point, I was like, damn, they can't. You know what it would take to dig yourself out of the hole like that, and then try to hold it. I know she was just like, you. That's when you just look at your team and it's like, you guys are flat. Like, it's not gonna come back. It's just flat. What up, Lue? Hey, I just wanted to come up here real briefly and do a little recap. Check on my fam, see what they up to before our game tonight at 6:30. Lue, we had a great conversation. There's an article from No Cap Space in my Discord, kind of cool, that Nippy put up. If you haven't joined our Discord, you're welcome to do so. Nippy, oh my God, I just changed the Firefox. I do not have Discord on my bookmark. If you could put up our Discord, Nippy, in the chat for everybody to, if they want to join, and also vote for your for the latest awards in college basketball. It is up now. You get one vote every 24 hours. They got the Sullivan Award vote. They got we put up the JuJu one to vote for her. She's a semifinalist, and then we have the other Ann Myers, Lieberman, who's it? Nip Lieberman, Lisa Leslie, Dawn Staley, Ann Myers, Nancy Lieberman, Katrina McLean. Those awards. You need to start voting. You can find it in our Discord under Hoops. Hoops. What does it say? Hoops Hall Award, Hoops Hall of Fame Award, or something to that effect. I'm trying to find it now. But there's our Discord link right here. Go to our Discord, join, participate in the conversation, put articles out that you want us to see or you want me to see. We'll talk. And just vote. She rested you at the right time against UCLA. Here's a Discord for Nippy right there. You can find it on Nippy Elizabeth. She rested you at the right time against UCLA. Rotations were good also. Our coaches just showing up and baking. No, she really did rest her. She really did rest her in the right. I was really impressed with her rotations. I'm not gonna lie. I seen her over there trying to like dictate. She was like, "You go. No, you did what? Sit down, Kiki." Because I used to feel like she was giving Kiki every opportunity to shine. She would keep her in. I think Kiki was looking to come out sometime because she would come out like at Stanford. We're like, you need to get in shape, mama. You need to play. You're staying in because you're not in the kind of shape we're gonna need you to be in March. So get used to it. We don't come out. You're not resting here. You're gonna play. Matter of fact, you could have 30. You could have this many points as JuJu every night if you wanted to. I don't want to hear it. It's like it's a different system over at Stanford, but you in a free flow system. You got an opportunity, Kiki, to do your thing, to raise your stock up. But it's up to you. It's about how badly you want it. Get in the gym, straight up. Get in the gym. That's getting the damn gym, straight up. I couldn't have said it better. Get in the gym. This is your livelihood. This is your money. Thanks. I haven't gotten a hold of the Discord thing yet. What do y'all think about Discord? I will check it out. I think it's cool. We mostly talk in the general chat space, but you can click like sometimes we see something on YouTube, we'll put it under YouTube. Hers is real not. The way we set it up, it's not real complicated to once you get in there. It's not going to be real complicated to have a conversation. And then if we ever have a watch party and we're watching a game over, which only Nip and Jacob and I have done, get your weight up, Kiki. Right, get your weight up because you're athletic. People, the scouts, I see the media, they see what you got and what you got going on. And I know you got some toughets in there. You're Nigerian, like you guys are known for looking Neka, like and Shanae and shoot, Clarice and like you got some tough some dogs. Timmy, I think from Indiana. Like, I mean, come on now, like y'all got fire. Disco was hard for me to operate. Line was much easier, but I'll be getting back on Disco now, and I know what it is. I don't know what that is, though. Do it. Dude, what do you think of some oh, yeah, you, as a recruit prospect, USC is one of the top schools. Okay, oh, it is? Okay, let me check her out. I was at my doctor's appointments today. I remember you talking about that. I need to go under the prospect, all right? I'm going to go under, I would have called it USC prospects. But I'm gonna go under. I think it says prospect, and I'm gonna check her out. Tanaya Hall. Can I get through a website, or we'll have to download? I believe you download. Click the link above in the chat. I don't know if that link didn't lighten up, so he's gonna have to copy and paste it. Right, Nip? He's gonna have to copy and paste it because that link didn't light up. Try to do that. I'd love to have you in there. You got the link? Okay, yeah. Take that link, put that in the search bar. Everybody do that. And just in case, okay, Louie. I will be back, you guys. I'm going to be back for the game. I'm going to put up a link right now for the 6:30 game, okay? So get your dinner, get your snacks, walk your dogs, take a nap. I don't know. It's almost 5 o'clock here. I got an hour and a half. Okay. So I'm going to see you then. Peace out. Thank you for joining me. Hit that like button on your way out. And I'll see you soon. Peace.